Yeah, well, the number one story, it changed very quickly this morning because something happened. Pat Robertson, he died. He's a religious broadcaster, if you didn't know, who turned a tiny Virginia station into a global Christian broadcasting network. He tried to run for president. He helped make that region central to the Republican Party politics in America through his Christian coalition. His broadcasting network announced Robertson's death just this morning, but no cause was given. Robertson's enterprises include Regent University, and that's an evangelical Christian church in Virginia Beach, the American Center for Law and Justice, which defends the First Amendment rights of religious people, and Operation Blessing, and that's an international humanitarian organization. For more than half a century, Robertson was a familiar presence in American living rooms. People forget that. Known for his 700 Club television show, and in later years, he televised pronouncements of God's judgment. We've talked about that, blaming natural disasters on everything from homosexuality to the teaching of evolution.
I saw
Um,
him in person once, not
did you?
not like I met him or shook his hand or anything, but when he was trying to regain or gain the Republican nomination for president.
Yeah,
So he does what every candidate does. They have to go around and one of the states they all go to is Iowa. Well, I was living in Iowa at the
right.
time, and so I saw him across a parking lot. He was talking to some people. He kind of waved. You know how candidates do when they
Yeah,
they think that people are looking at them. They'll wave, and he has to get to his next stop where he's going to give a speech. But so I didn't meet him, but I just actually laid eyes on him. So that was quite some time. Yeah, most of the time that I remember Pat Robertson being on the 700 Club, that was a big, that started off with, I think he wanted 700 people to step up and
yeah.
make a gift to the Lord for the purpose of television ministry.
Yeah,
Something like that.
he wanted him to, well, basically he was calling for some of the first subscriptions. He wanted 700 people to pledge $10 a month, to just like give $10 a month all the time. And that's apparently where that was 700 Club grew out of a telethon. There were just
Hmm.
a small TV station. You know how that works. It's a
Yeah.
UHF station. So they do a telethon, get some money in, and that's what he did. He asked 700 people to pledge $10, and apparently it worked. And the next thing you knew, he had the 700 Club,
Yeah.
and that went on for years and years and years. He has said some crazy things over the years.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't want to go too deep into it because one of the things that, like, at least when I was growing up, you don't like step all over
no.
people's, you just don't do it. However, Twitter is going nuts with it.
In what
Everyone's
way?
just dancing on the grave, basically, is what they're doing. And they're posting, how much they hate him. And I can't even repeat a lot of it. I mean,
Well,
I just, just yikes. Um, can't repeat it because it's just a lot of it's just awful. Um, well, I guess I could say this one said Pat Robertson strangled on his own breath today and died.
hmm.
But that's like very mild compared to most of it. And this is the reason why I was talking like I was when we started the show. People don't understand the gospel, therefore they don't understand forgiveness. Today they don't even understand like just decorum, just like,
Well,
what are you people that hate him going to do whenever someone decides to hate on you over someone that you thought was important, or just, it's just awful. Why do that? Why are you
you're
doing
just
that?
outraged. Okay, I
You know,
hear the outrage. Um, the idea of telling, talking about somebody who just passed today, and then deciding that you're God and you're going to go ahead and condemn him to hell because you don't like his views. Well, okay, but that's not actually not okay, because you're not God, and so sure, so he will have to stand and answer for both what he believed and what he taught and what his legacy is. I mean, there's a lot of things that all of us, not just him, all of us are going to have to stand one day before the judgment, and some of the things that are going to come out about us are not all that flattering.